So this guy right here is really bad at clearing dungeons, but we are going to make him look actually really cool and good at clearing dungeons with a little bit of video editing, like what I used to do for Blitz. We got some clips over here that we can add to the timeline, like him just shooting the guy for 1 point of damage, but we can also see what he's going to do. So that gives us a little bit of time to charge up here, but then he's gonna attack next. So why don't we just remove this one, then do the shooty. Look at what else we got. A lot of movement, but also some massive blow.mpm. Not really sure what kind of file format that is, but then we can see that he shoots, monster attack, he charges up, but then he gets hit, so he still needs to move. Thankfully, there's a movement clip right here, and since he's going to be going in the front row, then this attack should land. Although we can spice it up a little bit by filling the entire timeline. So what if he just does a little dance of go up here and then scoot down too? Oh, but the monster is going to hit right there. Not a good thing. So what if instead of the big move, we give him a little bit of guarding, so he hits, guards, and then attacks again. And then we just gotta figure out what to do right here. Oh wait, that's literally that move right here. Leaping strike, so we get rid of this. Nope, not that one. This one in here, and that honestly is gonna take him out before any of this happens. But I kinda want him to go down on this last move here, just for, you know, aura. So this is 7 damage, needs 3 more to take him out. This one isn't bad, but then he's not gonna be close enough for the melee. Although we can change the direction that he's going. So he moves forward, shoots, and then does melee strikes. And just me being picky, but I like the diagonal movement a little better. 3, 6, 8, 10. Perfect. We can just do a little preview of what happens, but he guards and then gets hit, so he's gonna be fine. Just get this memory optimization out of the way. But we just run it. He goes ahead and shoots. Attack misses, he moves, so the next attack misses. Another little shot right there. Attack, and guard. Block, and attack. Beautiful. So now we just render it out, and then he can post it to his page and take all the credit, while naming the episode something weird like, is it wrong to seek victory in a dungeon? I do enjoy that reference, but we can just upload it as is, and moves to day 2, and then we can just check his Twitter feed, or excuse me, his Flutter feed. So he posted it there. He's like, hey, check out how awesome I am. And just like that, it got 10 million views. We are so winning. And then here's just the news of the day, like Holy Warrior debut. Are every fiend liars? Yes, I-word's good. But then he's gonna have the next job for us. So we just open that up and bring it back to straight good old Windows Movie Maker, or World's Movie Weaver as it's called. Oh, Windows Movie Maker, how I miss you. But now we have a big ol' ugly mushroom thing that has 30 health and a lot different attack patterns that are gonna be pretty tricky to move around. He's attacking a lot actually. So for this one, we should probably move forward and attack again with the diagonals. Actually, diagonals not gonna be great unless he guards. He could probably guard and then move down here, and then he can charge up that. Ooh, bad idea. Too long of charging. This would be good. So that's 10 damage right there. But then he's also going to attack this area again. So the hero needs to move up once more and then go up that way, and then we just do a little peek right here, and that should keep him safe, at least for this first little minute. We take this 1 minute at a time, and we'll move on to the next minute. But things are looking pretty good as they are. So the mushroom takes 18 damage, and then the timeline moves forward. We can only upload 4 minutes at a time. This is like very early YouTube. Back when it was like, oh, this video's 12 minutes, I better make some popcorn. I like this attack here. We attack, guard, and then attack again. And then the space is open for a little bit, so we can charge up that, but that's too long of charging. This might take him out right here. Yeah, that should take him out. I'm okay with it. A little bit of guarding there, and then some attacking. Gotta make it interesting a little bit. Just need some impact lines right when he hits. And what? Memories of murderous mushrooms. Is this becoming a mukbang channel? Is this just like Nico Kato, always 2 steps ahead? Always. If I can type, always 2 steps ahead. Murder mushroom mukbang. Beautiful. That's gonna get some views. That's 1 billion views right there. How do people like it on Twitter? Flutter. You know what I mean. Is this to... Oh wait, r/Holy Warrior? Oh great, we went to Reddit. Final vote for the Holy Warriors fandom name? Interesting. Dungeon Culinary? Have they checked my video, or the hero's video? But there it is. They did. Oh no, oh, typos in the title. Oh no, it's so over. Marked a murder mushroom and grilled it. 10 out of 10 would eat again. See, I told you it would be good. Dungeon mukbang is a new meta. That's what I'm saying. Hopefully he's not mad about that typo. Or we just won't talk about it. Oh, wait. He's not very great at it either. So clearly it's his fault. Also, just side note, I love that there's a games folder over here and it's full of different games from the studio, including a popular one. Watch that video if you haven't. But now it's day 3, goblins. How bad could this goblin be? Oh, he's actually a pretty large goblin. Aren't they supposed to be like knee height? Oh, and what's happening here? So we got attack, attack, and then dashes to the opposite side, dealing damage to the area. Weird. So we have room to do 1 attack, and then we could probably move and attack again, but he's got 50 health. Wow. But as long as we're down here, he's gonna miss that one, and actually there's no attacks down here for a good while yet. So let me just check the clips that we have. I think if he just moves forward, tanks 1, and then attacks, we can do something good there, but there's only 1 spot left. And it's gonna be an attack, so we need to get back to the middle. Well, I think that'll still be a good spot to reset. So just a little preview. Whoa. Oh, so that's what happens. The whole battlefield shifts. Crazy. So now everything is mirrored. Although this still pans out the way I want it to, because he blocks that, but he's too far away to do this attack now. So he should move this way. Then he blocks and then he attacks. That's more like it. But then this needs to reverse like that. Okay, I think we got it now. So we play it, shoot him with the bow for 3. He miss, move, little poke, and then he dashes. Yeah, it totally shifts. But we're okay, and he just lets out a eh. All right, next minute. We did not do a lot of damage there. And now he's about to dash across again. But on the top side, if we can plan it to have a big attack land here when he moves across, then that would be good. But this might have to happen later. If our guy can move down to this little corner here, and then just block once, he'll be in position for the dash when the guy comes across here, and then he strikes, and then he's safe. Is he safe here in general? No, there's an attack happening here. There is a really large arrow hit that we can do, but that might have to wait till the next minute. Trying to make this so our hero doesn't lose any health. He has to look good after all. Has to look like he actually knows what he's talking about and not stuck doing something like shuffling pipes around because he expands the system by like 1 or 2 mining units and then it all throws it out of whack. Good old Hydroneer days. The problem is there really isn't a mutual safe area in these 3 attacks. So he is gonna have to guard once. So he's in the front here, and then if he moves up like this, then he's safe, guards next, but then still gets hit. What we can do is apply some VFX. Oh, we unlocked a damage boost. I didn't even realize that, but we can do some VFX. So here he moves up 2 spaces and we just have to make sure it doesn't use too much memory. And then we can boost the damage here up to 11 damage. And that should pan out pretty well. And maybe he can get a second lick in at the very end of the timeline just for 2 extra damage. And can we just do this multiple times? I think we can, but that's affecting the overall memory of the clip. But since we didn't do too much damage here in this first minute, we probably need to do more here. So let's recap. He moves down here, he guards for this attack, the guy dashes across the top, and then he does a big ol' swoosh for 11 damage, and then nothing, up 2, he blocks this attack, and then strike twice. I think he's set there. Our hero's gonna be, you know, looking really good after like 17 trillion attempts. That 11 damage was really good. And now he's dodging more and blocking more, 5 more damage. All right, we're back on track. We're halfway through the timeline, and he has less than half of his health remaining. Oh, now he's stacking up all the damage at the end. And only the first attack is in the middle, so maybe this is where we can do some big arrow hits. Too bad there's no block and then arrow hit, but is there attack and then guard? There's attack, guard, attack, which is fine if we want to keep him there, but that's not good. So let's do a charge up here, and then where can he go that's like mutually safe for a bit? There's not really anywhere to go, because I mean, from this point to when he shoots, the only real safe area that's consistent is the middle, so he has to end up there. But not before this. Actually, the middle is safe for the rest of this, so we can delay this a bit, and then maybe do something like this, and then he moves back to the middle. Okay, working a bit backwards here. So he's here, safe, shooting, and then he is there from here, where he attacks. He guarded, and then he attacked again. And the memory is still up from the last minute, so we only have enough memory for like one more damage boost maybe. Although it does apply to range attacks, so we can make that 11 more damage, and then just do a couple of quick swipes like this. That might be what we have to do. So he will be okay through this minute. Just a couple of quick swipes. Good thing he's not dashing, but then we block, we move, and then he misses, we scoot, and then he just keeps missing as we just aura farm with the arrow charge like this, getting some super strong, and now he's down to 6 health, but we are down to the last minute. So if we don't get him here, then the system crashes, literally. And then we lose all of our progress, and then we have to start again, and then delay the video by like an hour. But I mean, really, just one big attack would do it. Or just one massive attack with another arrow. Although I think it would be cool to get just to the very end of the timeline. So we use all 4 minutes. But then, what do we do in the meantime? We could do a little, just, you know, cheap shots here and there. So we save here, and then we dash over there, so he'll be down to 4 HP. Can we guard a dash? I think we can. I think that would look pretty good, is just getting straight in the way of a dash and then blocking. But that means we have to do each of these clips individually. And does he even have a solo guard clip? He doesn't. Well, that's annoying. All he's got is guard and then move, which does not really work here. Oh, but actually the memory eased up a little bit. So we could just have him manually scoot down twice, but then he gets hit, and that's not good for views. So we just have him scoot down once on the timeline, put a little bit of haste on there so he's down here, and then the attack misses. Too bad there's no emote clip that we can put in here, and we can only use each clip once. It's a lot of work making someone look good, all right? Let me cook. What if he just shoots right here, but then he's kind of stuck up there for, well, actually he doesn't need to move up there. So he's down to 4, down to 1, and then just a big shot to finish him off with something huge. I think that's gonna work. Just a whole bunch of arrow shots to finish him off. Move up here, miss, another pew, charge up the pew. There we go, down to 1. And then we just aura farm him for the last moments of his life. Pow! So we filled up the whole timeline for 4 minutes. What? What kind of a thumbnail is that? Dances with goblins? Didn't we just shoot this guy with hundreds of arrows? You know what? That's basically what happened. It's perfect. On to day 4, and it is... Oh, we got a hater. The Holy Warrior is a total fraud. It's all cosplay. Face the truth. Full exposed video in bio. Wake up, kingdom. And we can't access the bio. Oh, and I guess this is the fan club that agreed on a name, Hero and the Princesses. But here's the video, and it's doing numbers. Oh, and the Holy Warriors channel reaches 1 million subscribers in 4 days. And I've been doing this 4 years already. Crazy how that happens. But what? If TX fails again, I'm nuking Manasoft? What are you talking about? Everyone's losing it over the goblin scene, and honestly, even I think it's pretty cool. Yeah, that's what I do for you. The Dark Lord knows their castle too well, so this video needs to look more real than ever, okay? But what is this? Hey, it work. It work. How old is this Holy Warrior?
4 years old.
Oh well, time for more goblins. Oh, that's what this means. Okay, I've been staring at this ever since I tried the tutorial, and I didn't know what this meant. But that's why the memory is going down. We fill these conditions and we get a little bit better memory optimization. So that's a good incentive there. I am sorry. That is not a goblin, sir. This is not a goblin. This is a Wendy's. What is this? Falling rocks? Ooh, blocking movement. That's gonna be dangerous. On 2 random tiles, do we get to know what they are? We don't. And once again, there's no perpetually safe tiles. So we still gotta get some movement in here. Not seeing enough movement, but if he moves forward and blocks here, I like that idea. Move up here first. So you attack, there, guard, bing, and then we can do one of these, but that's dangerous. But if we can get him back to the middle, then he's gonna be safe for a really big arrow hit. And then we make sure to, ooh, critical hit, doubles damage. That's gonna be good, but that costs 8 megabytes of memory. Well, at least now we get a maximum length of 6 minutes on the video, so that's a relief. Now, when do we get him back to the middle? Since he blocked this one, he does have a moment where he can swipe and then move, but all of these are moving and then swiping, except for here. Oh, actually, that works. Just gotta, what was here? It was this. Whoop, it was this. And this is gonna optimize a lot of memory too. So he moves up here, attacks, he's safe, block, bing, attack, safe, down, no longer safe. This is not the diagonal movement that I want. Bad, go away. We can still do this, but we're already using the diagonal movement. Maybe we just use 2 different movements so there's a little bit of a pause between attacks. Move up here, safe, swing, bing, down, miss, over, miss, perpetual missing, he sucks, and then he gets shot by an arrow.
Wow.
And there's still 2 attacks, filling the whole timeline, no damage, so this is gonna be a lot of memory optimization. So what if we just put crit on 2 of these? No, that's not really worth it. Let's just do more damage here, because we do have a lot of damage to go through. And by damage, I mean his health, but this is gonna be a good start. 5 damage, pow, another pow, we're fine. He misses, he's terrible. Charging up, and 16 damage. Oh, so there's the rocks, so we can't move into those spaces anymore. And then he just calls down more rocks on 1 random tile this time. So it looks like the safest spot to be for a little bit is gonna be back here. So we can move back to here and then shoot for a little bit. And you can move back here because that's gonna be safe right down here. And then just more ups like this. A little bit of uppies, return to the middle. We probably shouldn't end up in the middle, and this isn't a lot of damage, and we don't have enough memory to put in another crit, but we can do a big attack like that. I think this will be okay. Not really sure how arrows are supposed to work against a rock monster, but it seems like it'll be okay. And those rocks went away good, and then there's only 1 down there. All right, we can work with this. Now let's do a charge attack here because he's gonna be safe right there, and then he needs to get close for melee. So we can block that move and then move forward. Then he's safe perpetually, and then we can add the big attack in here with a damage boost for 19. I guess it's only 3. We can still get 1 more attack in right here, but maybe we save on the crit just so we can open up more memory space, or save for the crit. That I think should work. Plus, swords look better going against rock monsters anyway, because at least you got like a chance. Unless you got a bomb arrow, what are you doing? But he charges up a little bit of a divine smite, and bam. Oh, but now that's a bit risky going through there. There's a lot of not available space with this. We're also at the halfway point. I would like to end this with a big old critical strike for 32 points of damage. That can actually take him out. And for him to do that, he needs to, ooh, where can he be for that? He can't be anywhere for that. Unless we just do it early. Problem is, nowhere in the front is safe for that long, except for down here. But for him to survive that, he's gonna need to guard. Man, why are these guard clips so complicated? Like, you can do that, but then he's not close enough to even hit, so that misses. Is there a diagonal move and then attack? There is, but then he can't guard. Oh, how do I do this? How do I make sure he still has the sauce? He was also not even ending up in the right spot. He's got to survive down here, but that's attacked twice. I guess right here he's still safe, so maybe we just let him cook a bit. It's just so many attacks back to back. There's no room. We might have to wait on this after all. So here we can still do shoot, diagonal shoot, and ooh, then he's hit right there. Not good. We just do that once, and then he can move back to the front, do a little chip right there, but then he gets hit. But then if he moves forward, he's got a little bit of time to maybe guard this, and then move back over here. So that's safe, but then he needs to get back to the front. So that should work. Just a little bit of damage here and there. Man, gotta do some real forward thinking here. Thankfully, we are making him look very confident. And now there's 2 more rocks, but they're in the back. Okay, this should be easy. Where's my big ol' smack move? And where can he do it safely? If he charges up, he can do it right here. He just needs a guard. Plus, he only guards for 1 move, so that's in a really bad spot. Unless he does that. Still gets hit though. Ah, but if we have back-to-back guard moves like this, attacks, safe, safe, but then that's a pointless guard. Why can't this be first? If we just move this over 1, well, then that's okay. And then we make sure we crit, but being in the middle like this just isn't good. There's no good placement for this giant move clip, and I hate it. I mean, I guess there's a big arrow move that we could crit on. And then if he guards this and moves, then he's safe to charge this up. And then he can get 1 lick in at the beginning, sure. And then we crit the arrow. Is that gonna be enough? I don't think that's gonna be enough. We need a damage boost here. And that is still not gonna be enough. Gross. And then we'll need a couple more movements to fill a timeline and save space. We're filling up a lot more of this than I really want to, but it's what we got to because I'm trying to make sure he stays undamaged. So we'll just go with that. And then he survives the block, charges up an arrow once, twice, and then bam. He's only got 2 health left. Just give me enough time to charge up the big move. Okay, at least his moves have a little more room in between them now, but we can't even get the crit anyway. But if we can get him safely here, then that'll be okay. There's just not really a lot of options to do that while not damaging this thing. We could try moving him around a bit, but we can only have these movement clips once. So he needs to go here, and then he could block and move. I think that's gonna work. It's not a crit, but we do get our mega move. Don't even care if the timeline ain't filled, because we're just putting everything into one overkill move to take this thing down. And it is glorious. Cloudy with a chance of rocks. You got that right. It's raining rockmen. Hallelujah. Much better title. Oh, so there's the video on the hater. Controversial video. It's all cosplay. Noom news? What is a noom? Analyze the scene by magnifying and post-processing it. The 6 fingers claimed by the fiend appear to be an optical illusion caused by the background. Oh, he's claiming it's AI. Hero and the princess has announced strong legal action against the fiend, so he just sent his whole fan base against him. I don't even know if he did that himself, but he's just doing his own thing. Dark Lord leaves voice message to Holy Warrior. The warrior would have reached my castle today at this pace, yet wishing for them to fight in peak condition, I have demolished the stairs to the 5th floor. Rest for one day and then ascend immediately. What kind of fake drama buildup is this? Well, we'll just keep going about our work because I guess it pays. Wait, what? Shouldn't you have told me earlier if the Lord was waiting here? I tried to film the 5th floor, but the stairs collapsed and nearly crushed me. I'd be caught if I stayed here any longer, and you know what? Just make a video of me fighting them and meeting my end. Okay, lower the video quality and it'll be fin... Why is he so moody? The Dark Lord paid me a visit? Oh. The Lord said it was impressive to see editing skills like this after 300 years, so now they want to look cool in the video too. They suggested something like the sneaky Demon King concept that stabs you in the back with some detailed breath attack VFX. Okay. For now, we settled on 100-year no resurrection clause and started shooting the vids. I see. What is this? If this were a show, it'd be titled something like, I got transported to another world and I need to grow my fan base as much as possible to destroy the Demon Lord. That I could see that being a title. About halfway through, we thought it'd look cooler if we ran up the stairs to fight. Next meeting this time tomorrow. Okay. Dark Lord data, so is this a boss fight? Man, that's not a Demon Lord, that's just a dragon. My disappointment is immeasurable and my day is ruined, but look at these attack patterns. That's covering a lot of spaces. And then he's also calling down rocks. Oh, and he's also got 100 health to get through. At least what we can do is move backwards like this, and then he shoots. We can't really get in melee range right now, but we can still move forward into this middle area and then shoot again because we're safe there for a little bit. And then there's a new effects. Ooh, a stun. Well, that's handy, but I don't think we can pull it off this turn though. We're gonna need to like go somewhere and then guard, or we just play a little defensively because then we run up here with a bit of a haste effects. So he's back here, shoot, he's safe. Move over here, shoot, he's safe, move down here, dash up here, and then we can get one lick in before we go to the next minute. This is not a lot of damage. We can still do a damage boost on the big arrow shot, which I think we're gonna have to do just because there's 100 health to get through. So we can do that at least, and just a little poke here and there. Just, you know, casual rage bane a dragon. And then there's the rocks that he summoned, which blocks one of the melee tiles. Oh, and is this that breath attack that was telling us about? Wind pushes player all the way in the opposite direction, and then immediately hitting the back row. That is some yikes right there. But if we can stay up here in melee range, then we might be able to get away with this large attack here, even if we get hit for a little bit, which would not be good. But actually, this right here would work too. Or, oh, wait, hold on. This big attack could do a stun. Cancels the next incoming enemy's action. So then he wouldn't call down an attack right there. Ooh, that's good. That would do some damage. Now, how do we make you survive? Probably with a diagonal movement back to the middle, because then you're safe. you shoot, you're still safe, and then wind just kind of happens. But we need to get you close enough too. We need to get our hero close enough to actually hit there. I think we gotta wait on the big attack. Actually, if we do this here, put the stun on the arrow shot, then he won't blow the wind back. And then we move up here and then do a large attack. Oh, but he's still gonna do that. So, okay, maybe not that, but we can still do like a move, charge forward, and then hit, but he's still gonna get attacked, and I don't want that. So I guess we'll just move up here and then attack. Or wait, I see a better thing we can do here. Let's put this right here and then have the diagonal movement be its own thing. So we can do an attack, and then guard, and then another attack. Gain all the attacks out that we can, just because we have to do a lot of damage here. And then since we start over here, we can get one more lick in right here. We have 16 memory that we can play with. So we could damage boost some of these areas, but we're already full on 7, and I want to save enough for this big old crit attack here. Although I think we're gonna have to do something else here regardless. Can we stack 2 effects here? We can't. But we can still add more damage here. I think that'll be okay. So we attack there, scoot back to the middle, he does a thing, we charge up, he misses, we shoot, and there he should be. Well, I guess that didn't stun. Oh, because that only works on melee attacks. I didn't realize that. Ooh, but he's actually got a lot of blank spaces here. We just gotta get around these rocks because that's, oh, we're actually hosed here. We have to defend. Oh, there's still that wind attack. Well, we can still attack and then guard. We have just enough for a critical hit, and I really want to use it on this big 16 attack damage here. So we actually could get away with that right here, because we guard, charge, hit, and then we get pushed back. So then it's just a matter of block and then move over here. And then we can plink him with an arrow. And that lets us stack a crit right on the 32 damage. Oh yeah, it's all coming together. But there, okay, we guard, and then swing, big damage, push, block, and then move, and we're safe. Oh yes! Gonna pull off a crit on the dragon, and miss, more miss, hi-ya, yes! 45 health, but we are also at 3 minutes on the timeline, so we are pretty much on track. And oh look, even more wind effects, amazing. And we do not have a lot of memory here. We gotta cool off on some of these moves, but also move down to the middle, charge up a 3 shot right there, and then we're still gonna get blown by the wind. But there is a guard and then move, so we can go back down there and then do another 3 shot with the bow. That might be okay. And then we got room for one more attack right here. So more bows, all bow shenanigans here. And then hopefully the front is available for more melee, because that's where we get the real damage. But we are still looking decent here. We just have 37 damage to do in 2 turns. Ooh, and that's a very empty top row, but oh, that wind. I guess if we can get up there, we can stun him. So we just gotta move back to the middle, do that. Oh, but then we're gonna get hit. So if we do a move up here like this, after taking a little bit of time to move up to the middle, and then shoot him. Then we can do a melee attack so the stun actually works properly. And then he's stunned, which this doesn't really make sense anymore. Unless he's immune to stun, but I don't think he is. It didn't say anything like he would be. But then now that we're there, we can do a big charge up for 16 damage and be safe about it, because this should be stunned, but the preview is making me a little stressed out about this. I think we just gotta trust the process, and if not, then we're taking 2 damage. But we're gonna send it up to the middle and shoot, miss, move over here, miss, charge, another miss, bam, yes, he's stunned. So we missed the wind and 16 more damage, yes. Oh, this is good, this is good, this is good. We're gonna get it. He's only got 12 health left. Now, where can we go where we can do 12 damage safely? Looks like the middle for quite a bit, and then the top middle. Although the wind is gonna make that a bit of a challenge. But we can get back to the middle like this. We need to do some sort of move after the wind to get to the very front here. So we could do this with a little bit of haste because we can still afford it, but this is only 5 damage right now. We need something big, and we can't really afford to stun him. Well, we can stun him a second time. So instead of ranged here, we should get to the front, or at least stay up here so we can guard, and then this becomes a stun for 8 damage. That's good. So we block this, we're still good, we're still up at the front, which is good for 2 more turns, and then we can close it out with another big attack. That should work, and it'll be a grand finish to slay the dragon, just like the hero we are, or that he is not us. We will live vicariously through the Holy Warrior, as skill issue as he kind of is without us. But the dragon is down, yes. Oh, that was good, that was close. And now he's, what kind of a thumbnail is this? You're blocking the whole dragon with your title. Walking dragon? You know about dragon What kind of a title even is that? Walking dragon? Makes no sense. Too much whoosh. Because that's what we had to deal with fighting this thing. Upload that. Perfect. That's episode 5 complete. How do people take it on Twitter? Hello, it's the Holy Warrior. What kind of an intro is that? The boss fight was an absolute grind. Is he saying that because we had to restart that? That could be. Crown begins official search to confirm the Holy Warrior status. Oh, he might be in trouble. Oh yeah, it's been delayed due to Holy Warrior's personal circumstances. Yeah, that's because we had to reset the timeline and everything. Oops. I guess we missed the deadline after all. So that's what the news was about, not the conspiracy thing. Oh, but then this fan club. Court mandate stating the fan club name is an inappropriate use of social class. To Hero and the Bootlickers. Well, that... It's accurate. Even better. I'll be the maid carrying the water. Okay, we got some freaks in chat. But then what does the news say here? Will the Holy Warrior become a hero? Will the princess marry the Holy Warrior? It depends on the person. Name change looming for those two. And oh, final video. So this is the Dark Lord. This will be the final video. Once it's uploaded, I'll be doing a live stream on the channel for the Orichalcum Button Award Ceremony. Kind of forgot that was a thing, to be honest. The Orichalcum thing, not everything else. Apparently I'm the first one to receive the button in just 7 days. It's all thanks to your editing. Hey, we got credit. If you ever make it to the Royal Castle later on, I'll make sure to treat you in a proper manner. Well, I appreciate that. But then also the special promotion on the movie editor is ending. I see. Claim the better offer, but it doesn't work. All right, the final video where we have to... Actually, this isn't even the Dark Lord again. Or is the dragon the Dark Lord? I don't know. What kind of a Dark Lord is this? I was expecting like an old guy in a robe that was like kind of creepy, but also just like a really chronic loner, as they usually are. Oh, wait, the arena's different too. There's more spaces? A lot more spaces. Oh, and it changes. Okay, he do a little flip back and forth. And the max length is also 8 minutes. Oh dear, good thing too, because that's 150 health we have to go through. I think we have a lot more moves that we can work with too. Or that could just be me. But either way, this right here is not a good spot to be. He's about to go over there, and I kind of want to meet him over there. I think we can do this, or maybe just do that once, so we can get one of these better moves that have a big old bow charge. Whoops, big old bow charge. Oh wait, even better. Be down here, so when he rushes over here, we're lined up for a big ol' smack attack, and then we'll stun him. Just so we don't get hit, and that saves on the memory while we charge up for more. I think this looks good. He's stunned, so he won't get hit, and then we can do maybe one more. And then just for more VFX, we'll put a crit on this. Sure, that should be fine. So he runs all the way back, and then down. We're safe. Oh, we're actually dealing with fire attacks here. Bam. And then charge up, and whoosh, get stunned, idiot. And then he is throwing down more rocks, which is interrupting the way we go here. Although we can just move up and do even more attacks still. Some big old bonk attacks before he goes away. And then, oh my goodness, look at this attack here. That's everywhere but the middle. Yikes. But we're honestly not doing so bad so far. Oh, we can't get a crit here, shoot. We also never really saw these, so wonder what the final battle thing is about. But one thing at a time, 8 rounds to do 150 damage. How does that math out? We have to do like a little more than 10 damage each time. A little more than 20 damage each time. A little under 20 damage? Somewhere between 10 and 20 damage is what we need to do every round in order to beat this thing. This area is safe right now, but we gotta do a weird little move like that. And then we go back down to shoot. So we charge up, hit, and then he dashes. So he's over there now. We come up here, we're safe, shoot. down here, save, shoot. Yeah, this will be good. And then we save on memory. Just gotta be charging, charging, charging. 16 damage, a little plink, another little plink. There goes the rocks, and there's no more rocks. Ooh, good. He's just gonna do a blast of wind, which is actually gonna save us from danger because he doesn't even attack there right away or anytime after that. All right, choices are being made. I appreciate it. We can't really, oh wait, yes we can. We move up there. It's a little early, but we can charge up a hit, which we do have enough for a crit, but I kind of want to use that for the big one. So the move up has to be here, and then we do the big attack as a crit, which will hit before we're blown back, and we're also safe right there, which is still hilarious. Then we can just move down and shoot from back there. We're doing pretty good here, I think. But right here before we shoot, we can still do more arrow damage. So we shoot that, he moves up, he's safe, charge, slash, blow back, and then we're good with big ol' crit bonk damage. There we go. He's upset, but we move. He's upset somewhere else. Charge up, charge up. He doesn't know where we are. He doesn't know. Bam, yes. And then we move down a little more. Now he's down to 72 health. And we're not even at the halfway point. Ooh, we're doing good here. We're doing good. Oh, and then we can just move down here once because he's gonna dash up there. And since we're there already, it's even more bonk time. It's just too bad there's no bonk and then attack that we can do. But I guess we can just reset to the middle. So we move down here, charge up a shot. He misses, we fire, he's at a nice amount of health, but as soon as he dashes, we hit him for some more. We block this attack, which thankfully shield survives dragon fire. And now we're in a good spot in the middle for whatever happens next. And he dashes across the top again. But these are also getting to be some really weird attack patterns. A lot of diagonals and postcard bingos. Oh no, postcard is the corner. There's a bingo for going around the edges, right? I thought there was. Someone add that as a bingo if that's not a thing already. But what's hilarious is we can still do a big attack right here and crit it. Just charge up, bam. And as he dashes across, we do have to move to the middle, which is gonna be the safest, which what we can do for that is scoot to the middle here like this and then bring in the big bow attack for 8 more damage. This is panning out really well. It's a lot more straightforward than the last fight, I'm not gonna lie. Unless there's like a second stage I don't know about, but we only have 4 more minutes in this, but we are still doing 41 points of damage here. Oh, this dragon's cooked. Make a dragon want to retire after this video goes up. That is just so much damage and I love it. Scoot right there, little plink, and charge up, bam, yes, down to 12 health, and we still have 3 minutes of video left. And now he's back to this pattern, which is cute. I kind of want to just wait for him to fly back over here and then just smack him. But why is there no garden diagonal moves? We could at least try to make this cool. Unfortunately, we don't have enough memory for a crit, but thankfully we don't need it. So we could just scoot down here like before and then charge up and then bam. I think that'll seal the deal. We don't need to worry about these last couple of moments here. Just a little plink, he misses, we charge up, we charge up, we charge up. And then wha-bam! Yes! We took out the Dark Lord, I think, a second time. Return of the Holy Warrior. What kind of a frame is that? I don't even think the title needs to be changed, mostly because I can't think of anything more clever than that, so just upload it. On to day number 7. Oh, it's the news network. MSN News brings you the daily updates. The Holy Warrior has returned after defeating the Dark Lord. Okay, so I guess that dragon is the Dark Lord. Not my first pick for a Dark Lord. Hero and the Bootlicker is our eternal hope, the Holy Warrior, and then whatever that says. Contrary to expert predictions, the warrior reappeared in public just 1 week after departure. The dungeon itself was cleared in a mere 6 days. Combined with the unprecedented move to simulcast the campaign on WTube, public approval ratings for the royal administration have surged dramatically. Let the feast begin. The king looks so sleepy. Earlier today, our Royal Highness honored the Holy Warrior's achievements by awarding a Medal of Valor and the Orichalcum button. The hero then drew attention by responding to the king's question. So, did you truly kill the Dark Lord? Ooh. The Holy Warrior responded thus. Just blank expression. Smirks. Oh. He's having a main character moment. Trust me, I nailed it. That was awesome. Love me some meta fourth wall break mechanics, like just editing the video to make him look good. Oh, and if you missed it, that was a title card. That's the name of the game. Trust me, I nailed it. Ooh, and that unlocked hard mode. Okay then. That was really cool, and I hope you guys enjoyed watching. If you want to see maybe hard mode in a different video, make sure to let me know. Thank you very much for watching, and sub to Intern.